At its core, Memoir 44, released in 2004, distills the chaos and urgency of World War II battlefield command into fast, intuitive play. Richard Borg designed the entire command and color system to give players meaningful decisions every turn, while the modular map boards, dozens of official scenarios, and many expansions provide near-endless replayability. Its rules are simple enough for newcomers, yet the gameplay rewards seasoned strategists who understand timing, positioning, and the delicate rhythm of push and counter-push. For those that just want to play a fun battle game with dice, it delivers. For others who see its real treatment of history, together with the simple modeling of command control, morale and causality effects, geographic conditions, and training, Memoir 44 shows how historic wargaming enhances our understanding of world events.
Memoir 44 is a landmark design. It was one of maybe the first game to ever truly bridge the gap between war games and the broader hobby game audience. And it did it by providing this really compelling, engaging World War II experience, but with an accessible rule set. Memoir 44, it served as the first wargame experience for many gamers, many designers, and many of those people would go on to be introduced to the wargame hobby because of it, and some of them didn't, but regardless, it provided this experience, this ability to really tell a compelling narrative about these battlefields during World War II, but it could do it for anybody, for any player, and just a short amount of time with a very streamlined rule set. 2 decades later, people are still playing Memoir 44. It's a testament to how strong the design is, and we see its legacy with the commands and color system, with battle lore, even the recent Star Wars Battle of Hoth game. As people continue to play and love Memoir 44, I just can't speak enough to the legacy it's left behind and how interesting and engaging the game still is today.
When I first got into the hobby 12, 13 years ago, this is one of the first games that came into my collection. Probably the first 5 games that we added to our collection when we first started getting into the hobby. And I just don't see ever getting rid of it. I think Memoir 44 is such an approachable way to do war and historical gaming. And this game I credit for my interest in historical gaming. Now, I have never gotten, deeply into the war game scene where you've got piles of cardboard chits that you're moving across these grand maps. But this is the way I can engage with this kind of historical game. It has command cards so that the powers and the abilities I have are right in front of me. I get to decide from turn to turn what I have access to. The little minis of your units give it a nice little toy factor. I'm a big theme person. I love a gimmick. I love a lovely physical and sensory experience in my game. So moving the little plastic soldiers instead of just little cardboard pieces for me is really appealing. It helps me feel more immersed in what I'm doing. And I love that each of the battles are based on actual historical battles, and maybe it's going to go the way it went historically, and maybe it's not. And that kind of depends on you as a player. This really launched me into wanting to know more about other historical kinds of games. From here, I then jumped into battle lore, which uses the same commands and colors system, but then takes it into a fantasy place. I just really love what this game does. I'm kind of a nerd, so I love that it lets me experience some history, and I love how easy it is to get into and play. It's such a great gateway into this kind of game for people who want to go deeper and aren't sure how. Memoir 44 is a great place to start, and if you don't want to go deeper, you can have that kind of gaming experience with something that's just a little less mental load. And I think that is so valuable. And this game absolutely deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. And I'm so pleased to hear that it is. And I'm so pleased to talk with you about it today. Like I said, it's been in my collection for 12 years or something. I'd have to go back and really do the math, but many, many years. And I don't see myself ever getting rid of it. Anytime anyone wanted to play it, I'd say, yeah, let's do it.
As an old-time wargamer, Memoir 44 manages to distill down everything that is enjoyable about a squad level war game, but make it simple, easy, easy to teach, easy to bring new players into, and yet have enough strategic and tactical possibilities because of the variety of things that they've done to make an amazing game system. How do you do Fog of War? When you played something like Third Reich or Panzer Blitz or Squad Leader, you could see most of what was going on. There wasn't a lot of hidden information, and not between other players. It was complicated and messy, and of course computers allowed us to do that. But how do you do that in a face-to-face setting? And the way you do it is really simple. You have cards. Those orders then allow me to move certain numbers of units and also to then battle with those units. Now, you don't know where my orders are, whether it's on the left flank, the right flank, or in the center, or whether it's some kind of special order, the ability to ambush you, finest hour order to push forward a number of different troops. It is so simple and so easy because it's just about a hand of cards. Combat is the same way. It's a simple die roll, using custom dice in order to make those decisions to roll. There are a lot of dice rolls, and I know that for some folks it's, well, between the cards and the dice, and sometimes I don't have a card to move what I want to. That doesn't seem fair. That would be great. I hear your argument, but I have played at the Chattanooga Open with folks who came in from all over the United States to play. It is not just a roll the dice and hope for the best kind of game system. Folks who are good at it are really good at it. And on top of that, it's, in my opinion, the best of the command and color system, which started back with Battle Cry back in 2000, expanded through a variety of command and color systems through GMT games, using blocks rather than the plastic you see in front of you. My reason for choosing Memoir, and for I think other folks choosing Memoir, is one, how brilliantly it was put together, two, how well they have expanded the system without overcomplicating it. There is Overlord to play with up to 8 players, D-Day Landing, which plays with 12, Breakthrough maps, which have deeper maps and a different card deck. All of those are tremendous. And for me, why do I love it? I've taught my sons, I taught my nephew, I've taught any number of friends, I've hosted game events, Overlords. I am in a continuing battle with a gentleman in Australia over 2 years over the excellent Board Game Arena implementation. It's a game that just draws me in. Congratulations to Memoir 44, new entry to the BoardGameGeek Hall of Fame.
Thank you to all of the contributors who helped make this video, and thank you for joining us in celebrating this year's Hall of Fame inductees. For more details about the BoardGameGeek Hall of Fame and to explore even more amazing games, visit BoardGameGeek.com.